Hello, my name is Steve Butler. I work for Yamaha USA, and I'm involved with the development of this machine, 2010 YZ450, and I've worked for Yamaha almost 20 years now.
Yeah, and motocross is your main area, or do you develop stuff on other bikes as well?
Actually, all of my background has been motocross. I raced as a young boy, and actually I worked in Yamaha's racing division for 15 years. And so my main focus has been off-road, but currently I'm branching out into other areas of sport bike and ATV and
Yeah. Well, let's go outside and have a look at the bike out there and talk a little bit about the bike. YZ450F. Right, so here's a YZ450F, and it's a stripped one. So, could you just talk us briefly through the what's new on the 2010 bike?
Well, actually, in the case of this 2010 YZ450, it's actually everything is new. The thing that's carried over is the wheels, the brakes, and a couple of the controls. Otherwise, this is a completely new machine. So, the biggest change of this machine is obviously the engine. It's now fuel injected. However, we didn't just put the fuel injection on where in the place of the carburetor like the other manufacturers. We put the fuel injection system towards the front that allowed us to have a front intake and the rear exhaust. So the front intake allows us to put the air cleaner up here in the front, away from the dirt that's usually stirred up from the rear wheel.
Exactly.
So less maintenance for the air filter. And also this engine, top part of the engine is tilted back 12 degrees. So this area is over 40 millimeters closer to the center of the machine. And also the gas tank is back again closer to the center of the machine. So the main focus was to move the heavy components of this motorcycle all towards the center.
Yeah.
And what that means to the rider is very lightweight handling, a very nimble, very flickable machine. You'll actually see the guys riding here today at some of the jumps. Yeah, they can really scrub them and whip it around.
Yeah.
So along with that, this new layout and the freedom that the fuel injection allowed us, we could change the chassis layout. A very unique shape. Here we call this it's kind of has a double S shape. Look from the side, has S also from the top view. So this chassis is very, very forgiving, and its ability to absorb impact is much improved, and it's very consistent. Regardless of what speed you're going, the rider feels a very consistent feedback from this chassis. So again, it's so forgiving, a very, very easy to ride machine, and I think it's a bike that will make motocross easier for everyone.
The ergonomics are slightly different as well, aren't they, compared to previous models?
Yes, that's right. The handlebar is slightly back, just 4 millimeters. But of course, our handlebars have a 40 millimeter range that they can be adjusted. So 4 positions and 10 millimeters in between each position. So, and then also the handlebar is slightly lower, and but the seat is much more flat. So actually,
seats. No, there's the seat. There you go. Yeah.
So the seat's position is much more flat, and the width of the machine is the same as it was for 09. And as you can see, the intake duct up here is where the fresh air gets drawn into the engine.
Yeah. And so could you why would a motocross rider want to change the ergonomics? Is it purely about how tall the rider is, or the other factors? How long your arms are, or?
Well, yes, certainly the adjustability of this machine is suit a wide variety of riders. So of course a taller rider would tend to put the handlebars more forward, and perhaps he may even want to raise them up slightly. So we feel like we pick kind of a neutral layout to where it will suit, a guy maybe 1.75 meters tall or something, around 75 to 80 kilograms. So, which a lot of the riders here today are that, and we haven't made too many adjustments at all.
No. Yeah. Now on this side here, I can see the exhaust quite well, and that's the new engine layout has enabled you to change the exhaust completely as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's a good point. So now, as you can see, the exhaust is all in the center of the machine, coming out of the rear of the engine.
Yeah.
So so it doesn't come
Nothing
out
at
here
front,
where
no.
it could possibly burn your leg or
Exactly.
burn your pants.
Yeah.
So it also allowed us to lower the radiator much further down. The exhaust pipe isn't coming around,
Exactly.
and then now the exhaust pipe is more towards the center of the machine, again moving that weight
Yep.
into the center. And plus the total length of the exhaust is actually the same as current as 09 model, and we could achieve that by the Tornado shape.
Because it's quite intricate. I saw it really well on the presentation yesterday, and that's why does it need to be that long? Is that to achieve the torque you need, or is it sort of emission regulations or power? Or
the focus of this machine was a low to mid-range RPM power
Yep.
and a throttle response, and certainly we need some length in the exhaust system to achieve the power character that we're looking for.
Just a final question for me. The new technology with the rear slanting cylinder, can that be sort of transferred into other areas of engine developments in Yamaha? Is it like a technology, to enable, let's say a big enduro bike or something?
Slanted
Yeah,
and the offset.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it can be applied to probably many products.
Well, thanks for having a chat to us, and good luck with the new YZ450F on the circuits and track and everywhere.
Yeah,
Next year.
I think this will be a great model for us.